Hi guys, welcome back to my XPS guide. Now I'm gonna talk about Cupid Artemius. Like usual, let's talk about his stats first. Like you can see that his attack is quite low compared to the other 4-star base attackers such as Chizuru and Mercedes. However, he get a huge passive boost on his attack status. The total amount of attack boost is different depend on which weapon you equip on him. So you get a total of 100% if you equip bow, 55% if you equip throwing weapon or dagger, and 85% if you equip throwing weapon and dagger. You can get this by having dual wield ability. So it is obvious that bow is the best weapon until you manage to get dual wield ability on him. He also get health plus 30%, which make his health reach 4000. So yep, that's very useful. He also have 3 killer passive ability, so you will deal extra 50% against demon, beast, and undead type of enemy. Now let's take a look on his useful skills. The first one is Flash Barrage. This is his bread and butter attack, high multiplier which offset his low attack. It has like element, which means that very useful if you combine him with someone who able to reduce like resistance. The example for this character is Cupid Luna. But there is certain god character that will be released in the future. See the silhouette? You know him, right? Beware with an enemy that has 100% like resistance though, because you will deal 0 damage against them. The next useful skill is Lux Magna. This is his skill for damaging multiple enemies. The multiplier is nice, okay, higher than most of multiple enemies attack. So I use Blade Bleach here because Blade Bleach only has 1.4 damage multiplier, so this one is very good. It also decreases your enemy's dark resistance by 35%. So yep, it is nice additional effect to combine this with Suicidal Maniac such as Dark Knight Cecil. Don't underestimate Dark Knight Cecil, guys. He will become really good in the future. The next skill is Sunbloom Bolt. This is your dark resistance debuff for a single target. It has high damage multiplier, 3 times of attack. So it is still worth to use this even if you already have Flash Barrage once in every 3 turns if you bring a character that able to inflict lot of dark damage. Now let's take a look on his not so good skills. The first one is Rose Custodian. Okay, so like you can see that he is not a tanker. So covering a girl with 50% chance is a bad, okay, because it can get him killed. He has low defense, and this skill doesn't have damage mitigation. So yeah, he will become a dead meat if you are unlucky because of this skill. So let's take a look on the next skill, Brilliance Aura. So yeah, it is the continuation of previous skill. It is quite nice actually because the high chance of the counter but 0.8 damage. Yes, Blind Ailment is nice, but most of boss are resist against that status, but I doubt you will still alive after the enemy attack you, okay? So the next one is M Up. The boost is very nice, but by casting this you waste one turn when you can do more damage from your Flash Barrage. The effect is only lasts for 2 turns. So it's probably only useful when you fight the enemy with 100% like resistance. But if that happens, why you bring him on the first place? Simply replace him with other characters. The next bad skill is his Limit Burst. It is very bad because the damage multiplier is lower than Flash Barrage. So on maximum level, it will exceed Flash Barrage, but I believe you know that leveling Limit Burst is really hard. Also remember that Limit Burst is not affected by dual wield, so it's only useful for chaining damage with your party because it has a lot of hit counts. That's all about his skills. Now let's take a look on his equipment. So for newbie, I suggest you to equip Killer Bow. Okay, because like I have said on the beginning, unless you have dual wield, it is always better to use bow because the attack boost from his passive is much better when you equip bow. So like you can see the rest of equipment on the screens, pretty ordinary for an attacker. For the hardcore, I suggest you to use Rising Sun, a throwing weapon. You can get it from Locke, Trashmaster, and Venomous Gale. It is a dagger from Link. The dagger is very good because it gives you 30% paralyze and poison. So because he can use all target skills, this means the status element will also affect all the enemies. So this is very good. Combined with dual wield, his Flash Barrage will do 8 times multiplier. Okay, so very good. Okay, so also by equipping 2 weapons, you will get both the passive benefits. So the difference in bow, the difference from equipping bow and 2 weapon is only 15%. So simply ignore it because you will attack twice using dual wield. Don't need to worry about the attack boost anymore. So okay, after all those things, my conclusion is he is a very nice attacker when you combine it with someone who is able to reduce light resistance. Also make sure the enemy doesn't resist against light because it will make him useless. Also there's a big gap from a newbie equipment and hardcore. Most players will become strong, okay, once they equip dual wield, but not for this one because there are no good throwing weapon and dagger which can be easily obtained. So I compare this to katana sword. So for sword you can get enhanced sword easily, and for katana you can get Murasame, but there are no good throwing weapon and dagger only sold on the story mode, and that's not really good. Okay, so unless you can get that hardcore setup, then I think he is not that good. That's why I give him only 9 out of 10. But still a good character. Okay, so that concludes my guide for him. So thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye guys.